And being a rule breaker, I broke a couple of rules. I did a couple of little actions off screen. I extended these out to 4 on those 3 and did do the upgrade on the planker train to a 4-length train with new engines. And looking here, we can see this guy's hanging off the back of his, so he needs to be extended. So we do need to extend that so that he fills. Once we did that, notice instantly he fills, he's running. We got to start watching this a little bit closer. Some of these new trains, they say they're a certain length, but they actually hang out. So going back to each of the places and making certain that nobody has a hangout train is important. We've also taken all these guys up to 5 or 6 so that they will no longer hang out and cause issues. I do want to make certain, yeah, he's not hanging out, so he's good. So if the graphic hangs out, it is an issue that you need to watch for. Looking over the trains, we're looking pretty good. We're going to follow this one here, which is the Homeless Prairie Plank Rocker. Homely Prairie, I should say. And we're going to take and see how well he does on getting through his navigations to get into his, which is that guy there. And again, while he was good, adding that extra one grants me a little bit more leeway down the road if I want to add another car to him. All right, again, checking my Oilers here. We'd already fixed those guys a while back. These guys are all looking good. This guy here, really, for as bad as it's been doing. And there's another one right here. See? So going through where I had it said it would do it in 3, it wound up being in 4. So this means we have to watch if we ever upgrade this guy because he's the one that does the loop and uses that 3 platform only available station, which makes him a little bit tougher to function with. Our trolley is working fairly well, and he's running at a third full. Well, 20% full. So he's about where I need him to be. Not quite 20. Comes in, hits his station mark, and that's 126 bucks. We are looking a little bit better on financials last year. This year we're hurting. 70,000 in the hole. Hopefully with these fixes I'm doing on the stations where trains weren't running because they were not loading, we can fix that. We do need to think about changing out these steel cars for better vehicles, and we need to check this guy because I have a bad feeling this one here is going to bite us very, very harshly. And if he does, we're going to be in trouble. Because it means he's never fully unloading. So we want to make certain all the cars get down and in to its station. Does look like he'll fit in a 3. Why I've got him doing that, I don't know. Yep, we're unloading all the way. So this is the train that I am worried about. He's going to come in, and I can already tell you he is not going to fully unload. So it is time to do a check down on that train engine. Let's see where he's headed. Who is that? It's the Bad Rust ore hauler, and he's on the wrong line. In heck is he doing? Do we have a break in his line? Or did I screw up his line something fierce? He should be going this way, hitting here, hitting those. That's what it is. He's not on a high-speed runner. That's what it is. Okay, so let's take and upgrade his rails. That is not a dispatch line like I was thinking it was for some reason or another. Fixing him up will take and get us hopefully back onto the correct. There we go. And then doing him there. Lay in some signals right here and here, which for some reason or another, I don't know why I had those two of them. I only need one. Let's see if he comes back out the correct way now. With the fix, does he detect that he now has a fast track way? All right, so I did apparently have a screw up there. Oh, can't because he took that. All right. He's still trying to share with the meteor mine. And we'll see if he straightens out and starts using the corrected one or not. If not, then I will blow the two connections he's using to get over, which are right here and right here, so that he can't use them anymore. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to wait. We're going to blow those connections to prevent an issue which is causing me some problems. There we go. Clean that slightly up, even though it's technically against it, but we are up against a financial wall. We're in middle of June with only 25,000 made. We definitely need to keep looking at all these spots, making certain that we are loading and unloading fully at all locations. Trash trains are good to go. He is, yes. Unless that's counting as a 99%. We'll see if we get another cart truck in. That'll take and answer our question. And here comes the truck from the far side of town. Let's see if that sends that train a rolling. It should. Yes, it does. All right, so we're good. We've caught up with that one. I think down the road we may have to can the ferry, but I'm leaving him because it is chaos that we need to work around. And despite all the chaos, we're doing good. He's at 68. That's good because that's a good line. I'm thinking we've gotten most of the problem ones dealt with. The way to tell is it's going to be a yellow line. And we do have two of those out there. So we got the rural burn docks and the corner wall scout road tanker. So the road tanker, we need to figure out why he's not functioning. So let's come out here and make certain we didn't screw up our pathing. He wouldn't have dispatched if he couldn't have got there. Everything looks good. We are going to ensure that it is good by doing a double check into there. And I think we can straighten that section. Despite the, there we go. And yes, I could have built up a ramp there and saved a little distance, but oh well. So his is just, I think we need to get some power over to him. So let's run power over there and see if power solves our issue here. Do a little bit of groundwork. Much as I dislike having to do this when I'm in the debt that I am in, at the same time, we gotta kind of do this at this point because yeah, gonna have to do a groundwork there. There we go. Now he should have power once we drop in a transformer. And if we check his production, it jumped quite a bit from 420 to there because the max boost is 100%. So that's a good movement, and hopefully that will speed him up so that he starts producing enough to start moving that truck shortly. Next up on our yellow list, and we're going to go to the all on this, we have the Remus Rocker from Angry Aggregates. And he's probably similar situation. Let's take a peek. Could probably use some power, and he's probably not getting a bus. Well, he's got the stage line, but it's just he's not getting enough. So, can we get power nearby? Yes. And that'll let us hole in the ground too. So, hole in the ground's another problem spot. If we go to both of these guys, connect up the power there, and also here. That should grant us a little bit more growth power. And hopefully that will get Angry Aggregates going. Part of it is also I don't think Angry Aggregates is getting everything he needs to function. And he's on a 3 and a 3, but he should be good for now. But he's another one we should consider upgrading an engine on. We got a lot of steam engines still out there from the 1980s. And those pretty much disappeared in the 60s and 70s at the latest. He's 50% loaded, or I'd send him back. We need to take a look at the other sand pit, which is the sand pit. Seastone limestone. Yeah. You need to go to he's on the loop. He's getting people. I don't know what else to say other than that maybe we may need to start thinking about a counter loop inside the new cross, our new ash looper. And that would be an interesting run to build at this point because I'm not certain we can without technically violating the rules in quite a few spots because of the way he's set up. He's waiting for clearance. Yeah. They're still too tight behind each other. We're not doing as good as I would like, but we're also not doing as bad as we thought. So everything's pretty much a wash at this point. And I really got to figure out who's using this spot here. And if there's a train that I think needs to upgrade, it's this guy here. Even though he's not running very much, and he's just not making the money anymore. It's the bad dude's Charger. I think that if we upgraded him to the BR614, it would be a wise idea. So we're going to go ahead and tell him to unload only. Because that's a return stroke, and I'm fairly certain that if we checked at Mallowfield, it's going to need a much heftier. And you go to the depot. What we're going to do is go out here to the depot and pre-open it up so that we're ready for it. When it gets there, it'll announce it and we'll be set to upgrade him. And he's coming up to take and go into the depot now. And we'll know he's the depot train when the flag throws. There it is. All right. So 61, Bad Dude's Charger, sell. We're going to do a put in front. Okay, so do the append. 61, the Bad Dude's Charger, launch. And with that faster train yet, we should take and make a little bit more money because the passengers will deliver faster. Sort by waiting. So these here are my overcrowded stations. And as we can see, we've got several that are massively overcrowded, but luckily, it doesn't look like Mellowfield has many of them. All right. So it is mostly Springmouth and Pineville that we need to go do some work in. 174 station at the town hall station. And again, if we go to our station list again, I've got it already set, so the special filter is going to stay on. The St. Luke's. So let's find St. Luke's, which is this stop right there. We've got 12,000 people all wanting to get to places like the coal mine and things like that. So it's time to do some faster, different routings to start moving people. Let's go down here to Gordian Knot Station, and we're going to set up a whole new route to get him over to Town Hall Station. And part of it is we never put in a stop for the Town Hall Station. So I think the best thing to do at this point is go ahead and tie Town Hall Station into that. Grab ourselves a megahertz, because we're going to need this guy moving 79 people. And he's going to go from St. Luke's to there, that short little run. And this is the Springmouth. Bus 1. Or actually, we're going to call it the station. Station bus. And then looking also further, Gordian Knot Station is causing issues, and the bulk of its passengers are trying to get over to Pineville, so we need to upgrade that train to Pineville. I'm not certain if I've done that already or not. Nope, we haven't. The Tri-City Tracker is what we need. Because he's going to come out here. Yeah, that's the Tri-City Tracker we need to do. So we need to upgrade the Tri-City Tracker. Pretty certain most of my stations are 3 deep, except for here. Oh, so we can't pull off that stunt. 126, I can live with that, as long as it lets me do it. Retire at the end of the line. Just straight out retire. As much as I could use the Abros, I have a feeling we're going to need these guys moving faster. Well, he's moving at least, so it's not a dead in the water situation, which I have encountered with this guy before. He's just waiting for the train who is part of that line to do his thing. What I'm doing here is I am making a difference in my function chart so that I can extend some of these stations. It's going to require a massive reworking of the station. This is another one going up to the Bad Springs Blaster, Springmouth. Pineville. Yeah, Pineville is the problem spot, and we're going to have to take and fix that. And while I have the space to fix it, I don't know if it will let me do the fix I want to do. That's my Rendon one. He needs an upgrade too. So we're telling him to retire at the end for the Rending Bad Blunderbuss. And then we're going to add another one of these guys to that so that he's moving faster, and hopefully that will fix everything. So the Rending Bad Blunderbuss is Route 74. And as I've said before, we're going to be having quite a few issues. And this has been a long video, and I'm going to cut it here. This is probably the last of this weekend. I'll see you in 2 weeks with the next Max Chaos game. Next weekend is going to be a special game. I haven't decided yet whether I'm doing Factorio, a special Simutrans SimCity game, or what. But we will do something special next weekend for those of us who have lonely, broken hearts. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.